Hi, this is Shakira.
And this is Dia,
We're cooking up a great conversation.
starting with a cup of insights,
Add a tablespoon of fun.
a slice of drama,
Drama. A pinch of salt.
para may konting alat, and lots of pepe.
Siyempre, may anghang.
Welcome to Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Salt and Pepe Podcast. I am Shakira Sisong.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Salt and Pepe Podcast. I'm Leah. So how's everything doing, Kia? This is our second episode for 2025. Na-excited naman kasi. New Year.
At saka 22nd episode, actually. So, only after this, 2 more. And then tapos na yung second season. Bilis natin, ano? Parang. Especially for this second season, ang bilis. Even though may mga break tayo.
Yun, I was thinking that may break na tayo nun,
Maybe because of the break, it just felt like, ay, parang malapit namang matapos ulit. So if you want us to keep going, please let us know.
Yes, and just continue on sending your feedbacks, cuentos. I like that when we receive messages na their thoughts, sharing some references. Sobrang cool. I like that. Again, that's the interaction I'm happy with this podcast.
Yeah, because we do have our regular listeners. Actually, my friend Rolly actually dropped a line and said that she really admired the wisdom in episode 21. So she said, hats off to us on our very wise and an educational ba, or hopefully meaningful episode 21, which
Thanks,
was
Rolly.
embracing change. So thanks, Rolly. Keep
Thank you.
listening.
Thank you for listening still. Yes. Iba rin kasi I think it's really personal. Changes talaga is something that um we face already, that yun nga experience natin regarding change, and because of our again age, I guess we're ready for it now. So now we're
Yeah.
on our second episode.
Okay, so for today, our topic is actually friendship. Specifically, navigating between FOMO and JOMO. Leah, do you know what FOMO and JOMO stand for?
Wow, feeling talaga Gen Z, no? I think we started this right. I think not millennials. I think it's really the Gen Z
Yung
acronym.
JOMO, pero yung FOMO matagal na, hindi ba?
Ay, hindi ko
Or
naisip.
hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko alam. Pero alam ko yung
Parang
fear of missing out. But I didn't know na matagal na yon. Kasi siguro recently ko lang, siguro sa mga TikTok, I guess. And then, yes, that they really wanna do. It's like YOLO rin, di ba? So,
yeah.
they make sure that they're always in the know.
Mhm.
Actually, yung JOMO, parang patumpit. Tumpit talaga yung term, no? Parang I hear it sometimes, but I really didn't really think about it. So, what
Mhm.
is JOMO?
So, well, first yung FOMO. Well, I think you already said that FOMO is fear of missing out. So, JOMO naman, people are starting to use this now. It's joy of missing out. So, if like FOMO is like things are happening without you and you wish you want to be part of it. JOMO, I think this is more common with us like in the older years, and also for introverts, where you're glad actually that things are happening without you. Like as we grow older, I think nagbabago yung definition natin of friendship and the meaning also changes, as we grow older and we become established in either our lives, our careers, our families, our partners, or our spouses. The role of friendships, it takes on a new meaning for us. Kasi parang hindi na siya yung main characters nung bata kasi tayo, di ba? Parang friends. Yun yung pinakabida. Even though magkaroon ka ng partner, parang the partner's there, but the friends have to, usually take the bulk of the presence in your life. Especially pag ngayon matanda na tayo, parang nagiging in the background yung friendship just because of the amount of energy and effort it takes to, you know, build a family, for example, or build a good marriage, or to just be a good partner. So um I feel like lately, parang, I think we become more particular dun sa mga social gatherings na ina-attendan natin. And sometimes nga, 'di ba, pagka, parang nag-overcommit ka sa isang lakad tapos may nag-cancel, parang ay shit, buti na lang nag-cancel kasi parang either natatamad ka na, or parang your motivation when you committed to it is different from your motivation pagkadating na
Ang
nung
araw,
day
the
na
day
yon,
itself.
right?
Yes.
So I think we chose this topic of friendship, just navigating what friendships mean now in our older years, in midlife especially, right?
Yeah. So actually, this is very interesting sa akin in my part regarding friendship. Hindi kasi ako big barkada person. So, but I really
Oh,
have a
really?
lot. Yes, you'll be surprised.
Na-surprise ako dun kasi parang feeling ko mabarkada ka eh.
No, you'll be surprised. Hindi ako big barkada. I don't have a barkada. As I
Mm.
told you nga, it's always my cousins. And
Oh, okay.
um with that nga, actually what you just said, 'di ba? Pag may girlfriend ka or partner, sometimes mas more of barkada ka pa growing up. Medyo
Mm-hmm.
mas baliktad ako
Mm-hmm.
on that end. So when I had a girlfriend, siguro I was just so serious with
Mm-hmm.
my girlfriend. And at that time, kasi my girlfriend was not out as well, na I felt bad going out.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi nga, siya, staying at home, tapos ako, party ng party. So feeling ko, I was selfish in that sense, which mali talaga yon. And but I think kasi nga, I've always said in this podcast, sobrang parang my barkada are my cousins. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was missing out on friendship, but I do have really good set of friends. And when they invite me naman, I'm not the type who'll say no. I would
Mm-hmm.
go talaga. But
Mm-hmm.
if they're not inviting, I would not be initiating to invite.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
siguro rin, because nga my friends nga, malaking school namin, no? So we had like
Mm-hmm.
how many sections, and of course,
Mm-hmm.
every year different classroom.
Mm-hmm.
So iba talagang people na meet mo. And ako naman, hindi naman ako shy. If I'm there, I will really speak with you. As in talagang conversation galore talaga,
Mm-hmm.
usapan, fun times, joke. Pero I'm not the type who would initiate anything. So if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not there, I'm okay. If I'm there, I'm okay. Parang ganun. So very
Ah.
interesting tong topic. Ang dami kong
Oh,
mabibigay na
I'm
information that you
glad.
might be
I'm
surprised with.
glad. I'm actually
Kasi,
very surprised because I always thought
yes.
na may barkada ka. But then, you know what, like my wife, she doesn't really, growing up, she said that yung cousins niya, yun talaga yung barkada niya. They didn't have any need to make friends with other people kasi yung cousins, ang dami-dami nila. Tapos yun lang talaga yung kasama nila. Like, I don't think that also we've spent a lot of time thinking about itong like barkada or like group of friends, just cause the way it worked out is pa isa-isa lang yung friendships or
Yes.
couples, right? And it's not like yung iba kasi yung high school barkada nila, dala-dala nila yan hanggang
Yes. That's cool.
adulthood and like
Yes.
middle age, which is cool, but that's not how it was for me, which I'll explain later when we get into like friendships. But this is an interesting topic for
Yes.
me kasi it just so happened that moving out here to Vegas, we had to build our friendship circle from scratch again. In New York, over 20 years for me and mga 30 years for Roz. You kind of like meet a lot of people along the way, and then you just you narrow it down to like a core group. Like through the years, people drift apart or whatever, and then yung natitira siguro mga 6 or 8, like mga 2 or 3 couples. And then yun na lang yung nakikita namin regularly before. But then when we left, so wala kaming friends
Mm,
dito. And
exactly.
so it's interesting because we've had to kind of evaluate what kind of people we want in our lives and what kind of relationships we want. Kasi nung una parang we're just so lonely. We just want, people to hang out with. I didn't realize that I would feel that way because ako naman parang I'm so fine just being by myself, but it does make a difference na meron kang makakasama, maaaya mo for whatever activity, hiking or all that stuff.
Yes.
So that's interesting. Yeah. So I think I wanted to start with like kind of like our background as far
Mhm.
as like how we are with friends. And I think I wanted to find out from you if there was a time in your life that you felt left out or excluded from a friend group or a playmate. 'Di ba? Yung that
Mm.
feeling of like ay hindi ka nila bet and I
I know that.
yeah,
That
'di
that
ba?
happens.
Right?
Um, Luckily wala naman. I think kasi nga I'm really madaldal eh. So I talk with anyone. I'm not shy talking to other people.
Mhm.
So if you leave me with somebody in a room, I'll make sure at the end of the day, I'll be talking to that person na alam mo yun, na hindi ako shy in that sense. And um kasi I'm also so curious about other people eh. Not on chismosa, but it's just curious, diba? About things, about what they do, and what makes them happy. Yung mga simple things like that. What's their hobbies. As in, sobrang babaw talk, but I enjoy those babaw talks eh. So, luckily, I've never felt that naman, na isolated or um, kasi ako rin ay siguro it's not because siguro ay hindi ako sensitive. Hindi ko naman naiisip 'yun kasi I don't feel bad if people will say, "Oh, alam mo 'yun, 'pag naiwan ako kasi siguro I grew up an only child for
And
10
that's
years.
right. Oo.
So,
That's
I
a
know how
good
to entertain
contrast.
myself. So, it's not something that I'm worried about. And then kasi nga again my family, they will tell you naman if they don't like you. And ngayon it's you'll feel bad, but eventually you'll know why they're doing that. So, and then I'm into sports pa. So, yun nga eh. So my friendship,
Matao.
so I
Matao
have
yung mga hilig mo.
exactly. I'm in a team sport. So, softball pa, automatic 12 people na agad yon. So, um, so when I practice, I have that group of friends
Mhm.
and then again in class naman, hindi nga ako shy, madaldal nga ako. Nasa talkative girls talaga ako every time.
Ay,
Uh,
ganun ba?
oo. And then I growing up talaga. So I think they enjoy naman my company kasi nga kahit
Mhm.
soiree, ini-invite ako. Ah, 'di ba? Sobrang na-touch,
Hooray!
'di ba? Kasi I wouldn't even think, 'di ba? Kasi pag soirees growing up, 'di ba, you should be invited. Hindi mo pwede, "Can I join?" They'll say, "Oh, Leah, we have a soiree with Lasal." I'm like, okay. We have a soiree with Ateneo." I'm like, okay." 'Di ba? I'm not the type who would say, "Hindi, ayoko." I mean, I'm not the type who would refuse unless talaga hindi pa ako pwede. Um, So yun, and kasi yun nga, I think one time also I think I also don't like rules. Kasi nga I think pag may barkada, may rules, we eat together, we do this, we do that.
Mm,
So it happened to us also one time na, because nga every year you have different classmates eh. We have like
mm,
7 sections. So talaga you have new people in the room, di ba?
mm.
And then pag recess, pag next year, hindi na kayo yung group, magtatampuan. So I veer off that. Ayoko yung ganun rules. So yun, so I have no barkada but I get invited in groups,
Mhm,
which I appreciate naman talaga. And then
mhm.
growing up nga, yun. So with your question, luckily hindi ko naman na-feel yun.
Oh,
Or
that's
dead
nice.
man lang ako, hindi ko alam na ina-isolate na pala ako. Yun.
Ang ganda
How
ng
about
ano,
you?
actually ang ganda ng background mo, which I realized now because you had your cousins and also you were always into group sports. And in
Yes.
sports, you really have to talk to people and you have to interact and you have to get to know them and whatever. So that's such a good mixture. And I
That's
guess
true.
that kind of like molded you so that you're not like shy and you got to know a lot of people and you're exposed to different kinds of people na hindi mo
Yes.
sine-second guess also yung sarili mo na parang bakit hindi nila ako gusto or bakit ganyan, right? So,
Yeah, true. We have the same common interest, softball. So,
you know,
'di ba? I mean, we can forget what happened in the classroom, that in practice, practice talaga. And then we have
mhm,
fun there because we don't need to
yeah,
talk about anything personal. We just have fun and kasi automatic sports kailangan may teamwork eh. So,
Yeah.
walang choice but to
No,
work
that's good.
together.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's another purpose of sports with kids, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right. You know.
Eh,
So
ikaw? How
as
about you
for
with your
me,
question?
as for me, I think my siblings and I agree on this that we were really either already strange or just raised in a strange way. Parang ang weird. Basta parang ang weird. Of course, this didn't occur to us until lumabas kami dun sa family, right? But because like I feel like both my parents were antisocial. Parang wala silang mga friends masyado, walang dumadalaw. We never heard them say I'm gonna go out with my friends or walang barkada na pumupunta sa bahay other than like office mate or whatever. But they just didn't have a lot of like close relationships. And I guess the way also we were raised, I don't know. I just felt like we always stood out. Parang it was very obvious. But also we had each other na parang ganun
Yes.
kami lahat na ang weird namin. So we never really parang we already accepted right away na oh, I'm so strange and you'll never get me. So hindi parang yung hindi kami, at least for me, hindi ako nagtatampo when people
Yeah.
don't get me. Kasi parang feeling ko, I don't expect you to get me dahil I don't know, I just felt so different, right? Also, um, I also learned how to entertain myself. I'm the youngest, but also my parents kind of like let us like be, and also hindi kami yung 'di ba kids now kasi the parents feel like they always have to entertain the children. Parang
Yes.
binibigyan ng activity or toys or whatever parate. Kami parang bahala kayo. And then the other part pa is that they didn't want to buy us toys. Like very, very limited yung toys namin, hand-me-downs or whatever. Kung gusto niyo ng toys, gumawa kayo ng sarili niyong toys. So, nagkakarpentero kami, like whatever. We're very handy kung ano-ano yung ginagawa naming toys. So, that's one thing. So, I just felt like I never really needed a social circle. But I also found that I was also being recruited often, maybe because nakikita nila na mag-isa ako. And I was
Oh, that's
fine
nice.
with it. Like I was a newcomer in high school in Saints Co, and I would eat lunch by myself. And I was fine with that. But I think people felt it was awkward. So parati akong ini-invite to join like yung mga established na barkada. But I also felt like so out of place. Kasi nga, like you said, I don't know kung rules yon, but parang you have to fit in, di ba? In a certain barkada, parang these are ito yung mga medyo nerd, ito yung mga magaganda, right? Ito yung mga ganon, yung mga ganyan. Tapos parang I just felt like I didn't have what it takes to really fully belong or be interested enough to be like everyone and maintain that parang pack. So it was interesting to me. So but then I couldn't also be part of it. So that's the and the other part is that in high school I was 2 years younger than everybody. So parang ang off because
Yes.
iba pa yung may mga landi factor na yung mga kaklase ko eh. May mga boyfriend, mga ganyan. Or maybe also because I was gay. Parang hindi pa ako nag-iisip ng gano'n. So, I guess they thought of me as younger or I just couldn't relate. And I was trying really hard to fit in. Kunyari nga may soiree, parang, kunyari, kay crush ako dun sa isang boy, even though parang weird, you know. And then, I think I slowly realized na I'm really better pagka one-on-one friendships or going out with just one or two people, like really close, like deeper friendships with not a lot of people. I had like yung mga best friend in high school. There was one friend who just one day said that her mom said we shouldn't be friends anymore. You know, I don't
Wow.
probably because I used to bring mga sex book to school kasi 'di ba may access kami sa mga books. And may dala akong I think I don't know kung Joy of Sex ba 'yun or parang STDs or whatever it was. I just like would bring anything to school. Tapos I think inuwi yata nung friend ko. And then nakita yun ng mom. And then after that, sabi, we can't be friends anymore. So, parang, oh, that's a bummer. But I didn't really like feel like such an enormous loss for some reason. Parang I guess nandun na sa mentality ko na, I'm not sure if you get me anyway. Right? So, um, being married to an extrovert who like grew up like you, madaming cousins na parang the more the merrier, parang very easily makes friends, not shy at all. I've had to kind of learn how to come out of my shell a little bit and adapt to her need naman to socialize. So, it's interesting because I know you have a lot of cousins and they became your playmates, So do you think
Yes.
that's what made you more sociable or more adaptable or made it easier for you to make friends?
Ang galing ng kwento mo, right? Kasi we kwento about their parents not
Mm,
having much social life
mm,
then. Kasi just realized pala my lolo, who's the dad of my
mhm,
mom, was the one who really initiates the family gatherings.
mhm,
And there are five siblings eh. So we always have that. So ang dami naming second cousins who were really close. And I'm also lucky dun sa Roque, although I have nga a stepdad, I also know my second cousins in the Roque side pa. Kasi nga my mom would also, if I'm asked to go there, I'll go there. Then my lola will just give me a party. I always only see them maybe 2 or 3 times a year. But they would always give me a birthday party with all my cousins. And so I think that really helped. And yun nga, and my parents are the barkada type naman. So
mhm,
my lolo, I didn't know this. I should have asked more kwento. Growing up nga martial law, 'di ba? So, my lolo would say, dito na kayo mag-party dun sa bahay nila. So, my lolo wouldn't mind. They would just be actually in their room, their quiet room, and there's always a party in the
mm,
house.
mm,
So, yung mga barkada nila talagang nagbaband, combo, as in. So, talagang party, drinks,
mhm,
everything.
mm,
So, I was exposed to that na yung
mhm,
social gatherings, inuman,
mhm,
kwentuhan,
mhm,
dancing, everything. So I
mhm,
guess that really helped a lot kasi nga we weren't shy and our parents or titas would introduce us to their friends.
mhm,
So ngayon when I go out nga and I see my titas in bars, they'll say, "Oh, you say hi to your mom," ganyan ganyan. So yes, I think that helped me socialize. And pag summer and our parents would really give us summer workshops. So growing up, nagre-repertory kami. So we have summer workshops and pag theater talaga, you really have to be sociable
mhm, mhm,
kasi and talagang they'll teach you to be
mhm,
confident and
mhm,
with the exercises. So yeah, growing up talaga we were exposed to a lot of things and they always tell us, you talk to them. Ganun lagi. Pag mag-isa ka, no, we're here, talk to them. Ganon.
yeah.
Hindi nila
Oh,
sa
okay.
papayag na nandun ka lang nagbabasa ng libro, ganon. I think they saw that it was important to, socialize with people. So
So
that
may
is
training
my,
ka talaga,
my
like,
training talaga,
I noticed
exposure.
this because uh we grew up with like yung mga office mate ng mom ko and there's a particular tita there who's like very machika and then the kids they're very very well trained
Wow.
na yung maghanda, like pumunta ka sa bahay nila, they already know that it's their job to entertain the children and then yung parang what do you want to drink, what do you want to eat, ganyan ganyan. O tita,
Wow.
hi, blah blah blah, chikahin yung mga magulang. Yung meron talaga silang ganung training, parang sanay na sanay sila. And we always thought that was just like, wow, that's so weird. And I'm so mortified. I don't think I can do that. As parang, wow, ang galing. Because those skills really help you in your day to day. I feel like
I think so too.
I think society is biased towards extroverts, right? Diba? Yung parang, because the people who are talking are the ones people notice. Kung hindi ka
True.
shy, kung shy ka medyo parang, you get underestimated, 'di ba? Na parang hindi weird ka or you're not sociable or whatever. There's so many assumptions. So
True.
I kind of like grew up aspiring to be more outgoing kasi parang I just felt like if you're outgoing, you have it easier. But then I also couldn't force myself to be that kasi
Course.
nga parang ang weird, and also it wasn't something we were trained to do. And also at home, walang ganon. So parang weird kung biglang suddenly maging ano ka, may sociable ka. So that's
I
it.
think, actually, I think that helped me to kahit butch ako, the parents of my straight friends see me. And they don't
Yeah,
mind. Kasi nga, I think
yeah.
matsika ako sa parents nila. So, kasi kasama ko sa Ria, they're so comfortable, I guess. That,
Mhm,
I think, being comfortable speaking with older people as
mhm,
well,
mhm.
is, kasi they look beyond that. Kasi I'm sure others will say, no, ba't mo kasama yan? I have really
Parang,
straight friends. But
it's true.
when it comes
Kung
to their
machika ka,
parents, they super
parang, ano,
love
you're
me. Like,
super
they're
fun.
okay.
'Di
Yeah,
ba?
parang,
Kasi parang they
kasama si
feel like
Lia. Okay.
they know
Ganon.
they know better. Yeah, so that's interesting. And so also because my parents weren't very sociable and didn't have a lot of friends, it was also kind of like implicitly or sometimes even explicitly like said to us that, friends are not an important thing to have. Parang distraction siya, ganyan. Right? So we learned that it's not something that's necessary. And so I grew up kind of discounting these social structures, friendships, or interpersonal relationships. And I'm realizing now that I may have been mistaken in doing that because I just really felt like friendships were unnecessary. Maybe because I've gone through most of my, adult life na hindi ko kailangan, and also because often I'm inheriting my partner's friends, like socializing always often felt like a chore to me. But now I'm slowly realizing that I might have been mistaken, and friendships are actually uh, an essential part of life. And based on, of course, nagpaka-nerd na naman ako, nag-research na naman ako, I realized that the sense of belonging is actually a basic need, just like food, shelter, and clothing. Like in our journeys, it's not something that's optional.
Yeah.
Actually, in evolution and throughout society, actually, in the beginning, if you didn't belong to a pack or a group of people, mamamatay ka. Same with animals, right? It's like you can't survive on your
Yes.
own.
Yes.
So, but then in modern society, we're just made to feel that you don't really need others to survive. And so I always thought that, because it's always been difficult for me, parang feeling ko, hindi ko kailangan. Hindi ko kailangan nun. And it's more like a nuisance to me, the whole task and chore of friendship. But then, supposedly, even though this need to belong to a pack is like an ancient, like prehistoric need when we were still in tribes and groups. Yung reaction natin when we're not included in something, we still carry that. We still
Yes.
like feel triggered somehow because evolution wise, uh, we're taught to believe that if you're rejected or you're excluded from a social group, that you're going to die. Hindi naman totoo yon, but then we still carry this reaction
Sure.
because it's survival. And like you may discount that, pero we're wired to always think of our well-being. Pansinin mo yung sarili mo when you enter any establishment, social gathering, group of people, strange place, you're always scanning your
That's
environment for
actually
danger.
true.
You're scanning your environment, especially as a queer person. You're always scanning your environment for danger. You're always looking for a friendly face. And you're always thinking, especially as a woman, di ba? Kung may mangyari sa akin, sinong pwede kong takbuhan? Parang meron ka ng ganun na we're wired for that. So it's
True.
understandable that we do carry these reactions and we're not aware. So I'm actually glad to be learning about this now because it's good to recognize that. And also, uh, I guess I'm realizing that there's some potential for growth for me in letting people in. Kasi now I'm thinking it's not too late and I can focus on building friendships. I've just been admittedly very lazy about this because my wife does it so easily. Tas ako parang, I just inherit kung ano man yung, interactions na friends that she made. And then, wala akong, parang feeling ko I don't need to exert an effort. And for the most part, I even like think of all of it as a chore. And I really would rather much like carve out time for myself. But now I'm seeing also the benefits of actually building these friendships.
Ako naman, although I have a lot of friends and I can just go and speak with them, I want to develop deeper friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like you siguro, I really don't reach out, but parang I admire those people who really have that deep friendship na they know these people want to be with them. Ako, I really don't know eh. But siguro yun. Iba when growing up nga, hindi ako confident eh. So feeling ko, if I'm there, it's okay. If I'm not there, they won't even notice. Parang yun ang lagi kong thought. Na hindi naman ako hinahanap, hindi naman ako importante, ganon. So I don't push that. But I admire that friends who can just, come on, let's gimmick tayo. Or minsan nahiya ako siguro, ganon. So, but I want to have those. Exactly what you said na I want to build that deeper relationship. I do have, of course, a handful. You know that. So, people I can talk to talaga and just be whatever thought, 'di ba? And be comfortable, whatever they say back,
Yeah.
whatever. So I do have that handful. Pero yun nga, I want to have at least more kasi it's fun naman talaga. Especially at this age, 'di ba? Na parang mundane things, it's fun to do that, share, have fun with others, laugh, 'di ba? And get to know other people nga growing up. And then I realized that through, yes, mga reels na friendship, building relationships is really important. Yun ko lang na-notice ngayon. So, that also happened when I broke up with my girlfriend then. Na sinasabi ko nga hindi out. Sabi ko, shucks, I should have said yes, more yeses to those. Siguro din mas nahiya rin ako kasi nga that time syempre resources ano yun. I know my friends will say, "Don't worry about it, we'll pay for it." Blah 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 blah. Pero jajahe ako doon eh. So resources also I didn't go because I didn't have the kasi syempre kung aalis ka, you have to drink, you have to pay, you have to do this. And I didn't have those resources then, 'di ba? Nahiya naman ako. I don't wanna be there na alam mo yun, they will always pay for me. Ayoko na, although I know they would, 'di ba? No. Jahe ako doon. So those are the things na didn't make me want to build it deeper, but I know that I should have done more effort like what you said. So
Right. And also, I
interesting.
think like as we age, you kind of don't know really if you have a deep friendship with people, especially if they're not around you. Like case in point, I feel like the two of us have been friends for a long time, but I feel like, I think we've gotten closer since, your upheaval like last year. Then we got to share more things with each other. And then you realize, so actually, this friendship is deeper than my other friendships, right? And I've been, especially we're getting older. We are learning so much about how important it is to have a community as you get older in your older years, because your partner also won't be there forever, and you really need a circle to just help you out in the day to day. It's hard to do all of this by yourself, right? So it's interesting to know that there's a science that actually backs this and how we need friendships actually in our lives. I don't know if you've heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where the bottom of the triangle is actually physiological needs, food, shelter, and clothing. And then following that is safety and security in our environment. And then actually the third level is love and belonging. So it's actually a basic need. Next, following that is self-esteem, and then self-actualization, which is determining the purpose of your life. So it's good to know that this is backed by science and
Yes.
psychology, that it's part of our life to fulfill the need to belong to a social circle. So I have neglected this admittedly because of how much effort it takes to make friends for me. But now that I know that it's actually an essential part of being human and to be able to reach the higher levels of our personal objectives. So now I'm kind of focusing on developing these friendships, especially now that we're in a place, like I mentioned earlier, that we've had to build our social circle from scratch.
Wow, so interesting that you put this up, no? This is one of my favorite psychological theories. So funny that this was taught to us in second year high school. We had the psychology of adolescence and
Mhm,
binigay to sa amin, and at that time talaga no idea, just
mhm,
listening to your teacher. But yung self-actualization is something that really stuck with me. And then I don't know why, like ko siya naisip, but it happened. This one came up again in college when I was taking my education classes nga, 'di ba? Kasi psychology. Yun, self-actualization, parang goal. But as you know nga, that nobody can really reach that goal, 'di ba? And thinking of that nga, love and belonging, pareho tayo. I didn't really think that importante talaga yung bond of friends. Kasi nga, as you
mhm,
said, effort siya talaga eh. You
mhm,
really need to
mhm, mhm,
really, take care of the friendship,
mhm,
see each other. Talagang there's
mhm.
an effort. Pero, and would you say that you need a social circle more now than in the past?
Um, I think because nawala yung core group with our move, right? And also learning how that feels na wala kang actually social circle because you're starting from scratch. Medyo parang na-emphasize that actually we do need people in our lives, even just activity partners or just people to have fun with. I know for a fact that I cannot satisfy my wife's need to socialize, but it's an interesting thing to learn that I actually, you know, even if I believe that I'm totally fine by myself and I can entertain myself, na parang actually I do enjoy the company of others now. Maybe the difference is that now we're actually part of a big Filipino community here. And that was always a hindrance to me before in New York because parang it was just too much work to explain myself, and I knew that they would never really get me unless they really made an effort to try. But now meeting people who are also Filipinos of the same parang social circle, we move around, like we know the same people and things and schools in the Philippines, parang there's a lot that I don't have to explain. Parang alam na nila what it means na dito ako sa school na to
True.
pumunta, or ito yung course ko, ito yung mga friends ko, parang automatic na, and you can fast forward to seeing a person's value kasi you really get to know them on a more intimate level because you don't have all these cultural differences that you have to cross over. So an important lesson though is being reminded that building a circle of friends, like really good deep friendships, it's not instant. It did take us 20 to 30 years in New York. So just accepting that sometimes things will be hard and that you can't do this instantly is something that we have to remember. Kasi parang since we didn't have friends, parang we felt so lacking. So parang nakaka-shock pagka you make friends tapos biglang ayaw na nila sa'yo, or you just drift apart. We have to always remind ourselves that it's going to take years, and it's okay if not everybody we're interested in will be interested in us, right?
Interesting yan, no? I didn't think about that nga, about explaining yourself. Kasi nga, exactly, when you say, oh, I'm from Manila, oh, ang dami ng, ano mo yun,
Oh,
kwentuhan, or, I'm from Iloilo, oh, cool, may ganyan, ang dami mo ng, ang
yeah.
bilis mong
Mm-hmm.
magkwento, magtanong ng
Mm-hmm.
questions, di ba, about that place. And sa amin naman, ako lucky lang also that my wife naman and I are the same age. So, yung group of friends namin, ganun din. So, what we talk about, kung ano nakita namin sa commercial, yung music namin doon, ang daming kung saan gumigimik. So exactly, you can talk about that and then just share information. Oh, that's cool nga about that na it's easier nga with the Filipino community and you don't
Mm.
have to explain nga yourself. And
At
with
saka
that,
yung
mm,
nakapagtatagalog ka, I didn't
oh my.
realize how important it was to me na iniwasan, hindi naman sa iniwasan, but I didn't have a choice but to adapt, di ba? Kasi you're assimilating in New York, we didn't have a lot of Filipino friends. Tapos parang, there's always going to be some kind of language barrier. And you masasanay ka, and you're gonna learn how to adapt to the new culture. Pero, ngayon ko lang na-realize how easy it is to walk into a room, tapos may nagtatagalog, or your inflections, your grammar, the way you speak, your accent, it's just normal. And hindi you,
True.
you don't feel weird about it, and you don't feel like you're pretending to be of a different like culture, and you're not trying to assimilate. Parang I feel like I've missed that so much, like walking into a group of, people and not trying to assimilate. Parang automatic pagpasok mo doon, yung meron na kayong intimacy culturally because you already understand each other even though you're strangers. So I didn't realize I missed that so much.
Galing, no? I think that's why also there's a lot of Filipino groups that are built in
Mm.
this part of the world. So with that, what have you learned to creating a social circle from scratch?
Yeah. So what in the course of my research, I was thinking about this too in an abstract way, but itong analogy na natutunan ko, it's very interesting kasi parang it's really a good metaphor for the levels of friendships. Like for example, some people you meet will just be for the front door, meaning you say hi, hello, how are you, whatever. It's very casual, and that's okay. Sometimes you want it to be more, but they might not feel that way, so it won't progress. And then there's the what do you call the patio friends, where you let them into the patio, maybe you'll share a drink or two, you'll have a good time, but it's not going to be an intimate friendship. And then there's the dining table friends that you meet, where you're going to invite them into your life, and you're going to have deep meaningful conversations with, and you're going to have, they're going to be your best friends. you know it's easy to forget that not everybody is meant to be your best friend. Kasi 'di ba, pag may na-meet ka na
Totoo.
interesting na tao, parang gustong-gusto mo
Excite.
siya. 'Di ba? Tapos
Yes.
parang gusto ko kita kasama. I want to do
Yes.
everything with you because you're so interesting. I think you're gonna be good for me or whatever. But for some
Yeah.
reason, they don't feel that way about you, or you just drift apart, or something changes. And just remembering that it's okay, and you will get those people in your life eventually, and just accepting that, I think it makes you feel less hurt when things don't work out, and things have not been, meeting not large but a significant number of people at once, and being so excited about that. Parang you can't help but expect na ito na yung makakasama mo parate, and then slowly people start falling away, or some of these people you realize they're determined to misunderstand you and think the worst of you, and there's nothing you can do about it for some reason, kung inggit man or whatever. They just either don't like you or they don't want you in their life. And just accepting that, na kahit na parang ang malungkot ng konti, but
True.
just having that confidence that the people that are meant for you will come. It's just like in dating, right? You're not going to have deep friendships with everyone, just like you're not going to be head over heels in love with everyone you date.
Yes. It's
Right?
always a back and forth then, no?
Right? Have you
Yes.
experienced something like this?
Yes. Oh, I think we've experienced this already here now. It's parang 7 years na rin here. So I guess um we've already established some friendships. Talagang akala mo talagang friend na friend mo, and then as in lahat ng events, meron ka pang mga Friendsgiving Day, Christmas, gano'n. And then eventually, nawawala. And then sometimes you just don't understand why. And you were hoping na kung friends kayo,
Hmm?
you
You
would,
tell
that,
each
that
other.
person, yes, kung, you did something na inis kami doon, di ba? Or may ugali kang hindi talaga namin trip. And that's fine. At least napag-usapan and it's out in the open.
Mhm.
Unfortunately nga, sometimes you've established that friendship, akala mo talaga maglalast kasi talagang it was good eh, 'di ba? And
'Di ba?
years 'yon. But
Tapos
sometimes,
hindi,
yun nga,
it's not meant to be
hindi
parang
talaga.
relationship.
Sad. Yeah, sad lang kasi nga at this part of the world, you can't have just, a big, big group of friends.
Mhm.
Talagang konti na nga dito tapos may mangyayari pang gano'n, sad siya talaga.
Right?
But at the end, of course, nga, growing up at this age, you know that
Mhm.
can happen, 'di ba?
Mhm.
And you just move on. It hurts, but and you don't understand why that happened. You meet other friends and then hopefully, yun, coming now, we lay our cards down na. Basta pag ayaw nyo sa amin, sabihin nyo na agad, ganon. That's what we've been doing. And then, so far, so good naman yung newfound friends namin. And now, our group of friends naman, sobrang exciting kasi nga, we're looking forward to doing activities together, diba? And so far, actually, ang maganda din dito, these are our friends na way back, nagkaroon ng pause, tapos andyan pa din. So, yun yung
Mhm.
gustong-gusto kong
Mhm.
kind of friendship. Yung you're not talking for a long time, pero when you come back and see each other,
Mhm.
genuine.
Mhm.
Um, they would ask, yun nga, actually where you left off.
Mhm.
So, yun yung nice with this. Tapos yun, we have a good, I know right now, good group of friends.
It's interesting, no, kasi parang um when you mentioned earlier that you have a tendency to feel unimportant or parang thinking
Yes.
na they're not gonna miss me anyway kung wala ako dun, right? And I feel like I'm very similar that way na parang I guess it's a defense mechanism para hindi ka
True.
mag-expect. So you kind of undervalue yourself and you kind of just make yourself believe na hindi naman nila ako kailangan dun. I'm not really necessary. So when you meet people who actually like you and make it known to you na alam mo na miss kita, I think you're funny, I think you're cool or whatever, smart, ganyan. Parang, parang you let people in, 'di ba? Parang yung walls mo, parang binabawasan mo kasi parang oh shit, importante pala ako sa taong 'to. So I also have a responsibility to let them in. But then at the same time, it's scary because now you're taking a risk instead of keeping this
Tama.
friendship at arm's length. Na hindi naman ako masyadong gusto niyan. Ngayon, if you admit na, we actually like each other and we enjoy each other's company, you're putting yourself at a risk now of being disappointed if something happens and either you get dropped or you decide that you're not going to move forward with this friendship. So it's
True.
something interesting and very good to learn at this age, I think, kasi parang feeling natin sometimes we're past that stage,
Yes.
diba? Or too old for this kind of drama.
True. But of course, the universe again will give you something because you moved then, diba? So talagang everything is new experience talaga. And
Mhm.
yes, moving here is also different, as in really from scratch, diba?
Mhm.
So with this, has maturity and your stage in your life taught you, what has it taught you as far as friendship?
I feel like being an immigrant, automatic na nagiging self-reliant ka and independent ka. You have to really make yourself believe na hindi mo kailangan itong friendships na to because otherwise you can't move on. Parang I think when they say na yung mga naga-abroad, they get hardened, parang tumitigas kasi yung loob mo because there's so much that you have to go through and you have to focus on your goals. So talagang hahayaan mo na miss mo yung family mo or miss mo yung friends mo or wala kang friends. And there's just this very intense kind of loneliness that you feel when you move to another country. So, sasanayin mo talaga yung sarili mo na hindi ko kailangan yung I only need to achieve my goals and I don't need anyone else. And I guess at this stage in our life na we've gone through the difficult parts of moving abroad and na-establish na natin yung mga career natin, and we're kind of like in a really good place. You kind of now let people in and admit to yourself na actually, it would be nice to have friends. Hindi totoo na hindi ko kailangan and I need to, you can relax a little bit kasi na-achieve mo na yung mga some immediate goals. Komportable na yung buhay mo. You're not always scared na mawawala lahat, right? So parang now you can relax and you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. So parang, you know what? I deserve to have people to do stuff with or to have hobbies or ganyan. So it's an interesting thing to learn, but also remembering at the JOMO, right? Na in at least in North America, in a lot of countries na if you move abroad, there's very limited time.
Yes.
'Di ba? So,
Yes.
there's no time for yung mga super shallow or nakakainis na tao or whatever. You really limit your circle kasi ayaw mong mag-aksaya ng panahon with people who don't deserve your attention and who are going to take more of your energy, na sobrang limited na nga yung energy mo for yourself at the end of the day after your work and dealing with your family and your marriage and cooking and cleaning and whatever. Konting-konti na lang yung natitira. Ayaw na ayaw mo ipamigay yun sa tao ang hindi worth that attention and time, 'di ba? So sometimes we find ourselves na parang, ay, oo nga, buti na lang na-cancel kasi I didn't want to spend that time anyway, napilitan lang ako. So just balancing this, your need to have friendships and also your need to keep the little time and energy that you do have, So I learned another concept and all the research that I do, because I think every time may topic tayo, talagang I just step on the gas and I'm just, such a nerd na inaaral ko talaga yung mga different parts, the science and everything. So I learned this concept of belonging versus fitting in. When we meet friends, like, when you try to fit in, that means na you're assessing this group of friends or these people, and parang kita mo na, oh, they wear their hair a certain way or clothes or maporma sila or whatever, and then you try to be like them so you fit in, versus the concept of belonging, where you go in as your true self, and then the people who are like you or like who you are, they flock to you and then they take you in. And I think seeking belonging is way better than just fitting in, because belonging doesn't require you to change anything of yourself. And kahit na napaka-weird ka pa, like me, I feel like I'm so weird. The fact that I'm refused to change myself, the people who appreciate me, they're drawn to me, they will really seek you out and they will really like, I really like you, you're cool because you're like me and whatever, and you don't have to try, as opposed to yung pag may binago ka kasi you have to maintain that, and it's so hard if it's not you. You have to keep maintaining that, di ba? Kung hindi ka talaga maporma or hindi ka talaga ganyan, hindi mo talaga afford na kumain sa labas parate, it's gonna be very hard, versus if you be true to yourself and you know yourself enough na ito yung gusto ko, ito yung values ko, ganyan, the people who are meant to be with you and who will enjoy that, they will really come, so that's what I think the biggest lesson is to just be genuine, and the genuine people will come. But if you try to maintain some kind of appearance, and you're going to attract those kinds of people too, and you're all just pretending. Right?
That's
Can you
true.
can you relate to that?
Buti na lang, kasi nga, di ba, I told you a while ago, my family nga, my parents they really have barkadas and iba-ibang klaseng tao yon. So, at a young age, you're also taught to just be yourself all the time naman talaga. So, never try to really fit in groups. It's just me, ito ako. And I think that's the fun part of a big group. Your different personalities. Yun yung gusto ko diba? Na when you come in, sometimes you have the loud one, you have the quiet one, but because siguro there's this one thing that binds you all, nag-work yung different personalities. It's like, again, like a team, diba? That's why I like teams. Kasi iba-iba talaga yung personality doon. But because nga of that one factor, you like each other's company. So
Mhm.
I think it's really nice kasi as you said, nakakapagod talaga to just try to fit in.
Mhm.
Because that's not you eh, 'di ba? Na para wait, so your every move you have to think about it, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
If you're yourself and you found the people who want you as you, it gives you pa more motivation to go, 'di ba? And
Mhm.
you will really have FOMO because now you don't want to miss out on things, 'di ba?
Mhm.
And just to add a while ago, if you have the circle that you want here in North America, wala nang JOMO for me kasi parang minsan lang kami magkakasundo in that certain time because
Mhm.
everyone's so busy. When that happens, we really make that time,
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
effort to be with the group. So we talk
Mhm.
about it. The only reason siguro now we can't because somebody's sick because of the weather right now. So anyway, so yun, I think it's so important just to be yourself because you will always bring something to the table, which makes the event happier and people will
Mhm.
just you can talk a lot about things because nga iba-iba yung personality and you give each other that chance to talk, 'di ba? So
Mhm.
with this topic nga as you said fitting in or belonging, do you think it is important for LGBTQI individuals to have friends who's also LGBTQI plus?
I feel like queer friends and queer spaces are essential to me. I don't want to exclude anybody, but also it's just like finding, people who you identify with culturally. Um, I find it hard to relate to straight people unless I know that they're true allies and they're open to learning more and accepting. Kasi ang hirap hakbangan nun, di ba? Kasi parang it's really hard to grace the surface if you just keep it at the surface level. Na hindi, it doesn't matter if you're gay or whatever, but there's always that gap and it cannot be bridged if, um, they're not true allies or they're not truly interested in you or they have preconceived notions and they don't really want to explore that or correct any of their notions. So that's why for me it's important for me to really keep queer spaces, particularly lesbian spaces. And now very specifically lesbian, Pinay lesbian
Wow.
spaces. So
That's
that's
nice.
something that I haven't really had in the past few decades. So it's very refreshing to me. Also very interesting to learn that there are different ways of thinking and not everybody is as progressive or talk about yeah sogi as much as we do, right? So uh I try to keep those spaces, but of course, you can't also choose a lot of the people that you meet and like. So even if we have like parang mixed groups, I still try to make it a point that we also have like subgroups where it's just queer women and queer Pinay women, just so that you can be absolutely at home with them and not have to like every time na magkikita kayo magge-gender sensitivity na naman or yeah, so that's important to me. How about you?
Ako, I've been lucky naman talaga, like, I still have really good friends from high school. Talagang straight. Siguro we have just two or three
Mhm.
na hindi straight, but lucky enough that sila talagang beyond me being a lesbian. When we talk about things, wala na talaga yun. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
So I really have that good um
Mhm.
group of friends, but it's also nice to really have to friends na lesbiana talaga who identify
Mhm.
talaga as
Mhm.
lesbian. So
Uh-huh.
I have that group too. So I think it's very important that you have that group kasi it's uh, it's a different way of interacting talaga.
Mhm.
I'm sure those who can relate will really know. It's really
Yeah.
different. But it's also funny like going out before. So may time talaga I was really with my lesbian friends talaga na sometimes we would go to straight bars and then we realize parang so different
Mm.
talaga. Like you've been going out to all women's parties,
Mm-hmm.
lesbian parties talaga like for a time. And then when you go back to just going out to a straight club with your lesbian friends, because sometimes you go out naman, we just say, okay, parang what's happening? That's we just have fun making fun of them. But no,
Yeah.
straight people are fun na naman. But it's
Yeah,
really good
yeah. But
because as you said, parang culturally, 'di ba? Parang pareho kayo
and
wavelength.
also just being a woman too, it's just so nice and refreshing to hang out with other women without the possibility of a man showing up, a husband or a boyfriend, and parang it ruins the moment, diba? No offense guys, but guys have also have their guy gatherings, right? And it's so
Yes.
nice for them na walang nag-a-appear na
True.
babae to ruin everything. It's the same for us na to not have that factor, and particularly if it's queer women, the fact that you can talk about men and walang masasaktan na hindi yung asawa ko hindi ganun or yung boyfriend ko hindi ganun, parang we're not insulting everyone. This is just, it's a way to celebrate your womanhood and femininity without either the male gaze or the male shadow or thinking about someone's feelings na masasaktan because they're with a man or there's a guy who will suddenly appear. It just changes it, right? So
Yes. So
yeah.
with that, if you can share now your friendship tips. Now you're realizing na hey, you're seeing yourself, having a new circle and you initiating it,
Yeah.
enjoying
And you
new
just kind
people's
of like,
company.
having long-term friends for decades, you kind of take for granted that you have them, 'di ba? So you never have to think about how do I become a good friend, 'di ba? Na parang meron din yan parang legal period, getting to know each other, 'di ba?
Yes.
It's like that and you have to start over. So parang these are all fresh in my mind because we're currently building this circle. But one conclusion that I learned, particularly when 2024 ended and we had some like friendships like blow up for one reason or the other, I realized that friendships shouldn't be so much hard work. If you find yourself na parang constantly having to prove to somebody your worth or your value, and then parang parati kang pinag-iisipan ng masama, or you're just second guessed all the time, maybe that person's not meant for you. Maybe they don't want to be that close with you, or they don't also want to exert the effort to like fully trust you and think of you as a good person. And just like with dating, you don't want to beg for love, you don't want to beg for friendship. If people want to be your friend, they will be your friend, they will be attracted to you, they will pursue you, actually they will be kind to you. You don't have to beg. It's not supposed to be like forcing people and proving yourself to other people. And another thing that I actually learned is that there are still gatekeepers in friendship circles na parang high school barkada na. I don't know if you'll be familiar with this, but there's always like one or two people na parang nagsiscreen ng bagong tao na parang, hindi, ayoko yan. Hindi pwede so. You parang you can't sit here. Ganon na
Yes, that's
people.
funny.
And parang inisip ko minsan na parang, are they just insecure or they don't think that their friends like them enough na parang siniscreen mo yung mga bago para hindi sila makasali. And they influence the other people to think of you in a particular way. And it's so time consuming and frustrating. But also just remember that the people who want to like you will like you regardless of what these gatekeepers say, right? And knowing your priorities in life, I think it's important na, like for example, I've established my priority is to my wife and our life and our livelihood, right? Friends are good to have, and I've been really enjoying the company of friends. But push comes to shove, you always should know your number one in kung ano yung priority mo and how to work that out. And it doesn't have to be a choice between one or the other. But just understand na you it's exciting. It's just like pag nababarkada ka when you're young, di ba, na sacrifice mo yung relationship mo. I think at this point, alam mo na kasi where people fit in your life, and
Yeah.
just be reminded of that. And one other thing that I always like to keep in mind is you should get to know yourself and your values, and be clear on your values, and and so that you're not compromising yourself. Kasi kung medyo shaky yung values mo and you start to accept other people who have different values or things that you don't like or beliefs, political affiliations that you don't agree with, sometimes kaka-compromise mo ng sarili mo, you you become frustrated in that situation because you're constantly having to give up more of yourself and bending your values and your principles just to keep this friendship. And it's not a good feeling, especially if you're a very principled person and you really know what's important to you. And if you just hold firm to what you believe is true and right, and just basically your basic principles and values, it's already a great method to screen people who are not going to be good for you in the long run. Like if you value truth, don't compromise yourself and accept people who bend the truth or like to lie, because then you'll find yourself now catering to that and bending your own principles of valuing the truth, for example. So, and my last tip for everybody is learn to enjoy your own company. Kasi pagka self-sufficient ka, hindi ka desperado, di ba? So parang if you can entertain yourself, friends are good to have, pero hindi ka sobrang dependent na hindi ka nag enjoy ng buhay mo kung wala kang kasama, right? But if you enjoy your own company, I think that's a huge gift to the friendships that you'll have. Kasi you're all set with yourself and you just need these friends to parang accentuate your experience. It's the same as dating, di ba? Kung sobrang desperado ka and you cannot be without a partner, pag may na-meet kang tao, you're gonna suck the life out of them because you have so many needs. But if you're
True.
secure and you have everything that you need, and this person is just to enrich your life, then you can have that mutual enrichment instead of like codependence and being a parasite and sucking the life out of each other all the time, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, how about you? Any tips for our listeners out there?
Tips on friendship? Well, at this point nga at our age, 'di ba? Yun, exactly. Be yourself and then you'll get people who are like-minded and you'll be
Mhm.
in that circle.
Mhm.
And if you're that shy type, I think sometimes it's nice if you can initiate, 'di ba? Ikaw
Mhm.
yung just to ask, kamusta ka? Just a simple, that's what's nice about technology right now. You can
Mhm.
actually just message and just say
Mhm.
hi, 'di ba? Checking
Mhm.
in. Yun lang
Yeah.
naman. Um it's important to keep friendships at the, no, all the time, because yes, you have, if you have a partner, that's good. If you have a good your career is good, diba? um Having somebody there na hindi mo life partner or something else is, as Kia said, it enriches you,
Mhm.
diba? And again, this is just one life on earth. Make most out of it, diba? We're
Mhm.
social beings, with that, if you're shy, then you have to at least help yourself, diba? I
Mhm.
mean, there are some people yung talagang saya would always invite you, but because they make you feel that you are wanted. Of course, I'm sure they also want to feel that you want them in your
Mhm.
life too. So at least do that in your way. Hindi naman kailangan sobra like to match that kind of energy, diba? But knowing that you think of them, I'm sure they will appreciate that as well. And if, of course, it's hard kasi here, if you're not with your circle of friends back home, which you're used to, it's nice to have that small group, if you're, in a different country. And of course, if you're back home with everybody else, for me talaga, it's just making sure that you're present, diba? And
Mhm.
yeah, yun nga, sana walang JOMO lagi, but of course, they'll know you naman, diba? If your friends know you, they'll always invite you and they'll understand if you can't make it. But
Mhm.
once in a while, make sure you show up. Kasi yun nga ang friends eh. Effort din yan.
Yeah.
Then,
And
yes, and enjoy the company. Parang contribute, diba?
mhm, mhm,
But hindi man kailangan sobrang effort. And
right.
yun. And if you don't want to be in that circle, don't force it. Diba? And at least for me nga, pag friend ka for a long time in that group and you maybe have different thoughts na, kasi eventually it changes eh.
Mhm,
And you
mhm,
want to leave, at least magbigay ng notice talaga, 'di ba, of resignation. Then just tell them, 'di ba? At least maybe it would be at kung friends talaga kayo and you just wanna go away, let them know why.
mhm.
Para civil. Ganun lang. That's my tips and keep your friendships alive. And to all my friends, thank you. May ganun eh.
Merong ano, meron
May,
parang nag-receive ka ng award.
oo, may ending. Yeah, that's why this one. I was thinking about this episode though, pag sa ating dalawa. I think we're so similar. That's why we can relate. Na if we don't talk to each other, but when we
Mhm,
talk to each other, sobrang we're in that
mhm,
zone.
mhm, mhm.
So it's nice to
It's
know.
just also a level of trust, 'di ba? Kasi
Yes.
some friendships are just too fragile na hindi mo makausap. Yun pala nagtatampo na. But there are some friendships na kahit hindi mo makausap for 1 year, you know what you have with that person and you know that you can jump right back in. And there's just that trust na hindi ka ni-neglect. It's just that you guys got busy or whatever, just that kind of like, yun na nga, trust and just faith in the other person. I think when you start to think the negatively of other people and their motivations, especially friends, maybe it's time to move on from that friendship kung sinesecond guess mo na, and then parang you're already putting your own negative thoughts in their in for them in their minds na they think this way of you or whatever na hindi ka naman ever sinabihan, right? It's gonna be harmful, and that's also not good for you to carry. So
Yes. Take care of your
yeah,
mental health.
take care of your
Kasama
mental
yun ng
health,
friendship.
right?
Yes.
Like friendships are relationships too, so they require some work, but they shouldn't be heavy and make you sad and
Yeah, be tough.
make you question yourself, kasi
True.
then what is the
Yes,
purpose of that?
true. So, but if you have good friendship, take care of it. And with that, it's another good episode of Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Thank you so much and see you next time.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for letting us spice up your day.
Keep on listening to Salt and Pepe Podcast.
Konting alat
Konting anghang.
and Pepe all around.
This has been Leah.
And Shakira.
See you next time.